Hi guys, I wanted to make a quick video about some Wi-Fi issues with the Switch 2. I've noticed that the Wi-Fi strength of the Switch 2 is a lot worse than on the Switch 1. You can see I have two Switch 1s here and one Switch 2, and I will show you just in a minute. They are quite close, all of them are quite close to the wireless access point, which is located there. It's roughly 4 meters away, so that's about 13 feet. And the Wi-Fi strength, the received Wi-Fi strength signal of the Switch 2 is a lot worse than that of both the Switch 1s. So I don't know if you know this, but like everything above minus 50 dBm is considered excellent, and everything below minus 70 is considered poor. Okay, so now I am going to go into the interface of my Ubiquity access point, and you can see here, let me see where the Switch 2 is. Okay, this is the Switch 2, and it has minus 67, which is not very good. And you can see right above it, minus 45. This is my other Switch. This is the one over here, right next to it. So the Switch 1 is having excellent, even better than minus 50, and the Switch 2 is nearly minus 70, which is considered poor. Now, you might not notice this because it's still showing full bars, but this doesn't seem to paint the entire picture. So I don't know if Nintendo can fix this with a firmware update, or if this is just bad design. But I have found a way to, well, not fix the problem, but to work around it a bit. Because if you're playing competitive games like Fortnite or Rocket League, I play a lot of Rocket League, then these signal strengths are really, well, they make the game unplayable. I've never had an issue playing Rocket League with my Switch 1, with either of them, but with the Switch 2, it's just you get latency issues, disconnects constantly. It's unplayable, and as you can see, I'm really close to the access point, which is located there. So yeah, anyway, so for the fix, what did I find out? Here's the fix. That's the fix. Now we wait and see if it gets updated. It usually takes up to half a minute or something like that before the signal strength here updates. So it's just by turning the Switch 2 with its back towards the access point that I have found you can drastically improve the connection. It's already dropped to 63, well, or raised to minus 63, and it should continue to do so over the next 'It updates quite slowly, but stick with me. $62 now. $60. So this is already a big difference, because at minus 67, the least bit of interference will push it over or under minus 70. And when that happens, games become unplayable. You might not notice it when you're playing Animal Crossing or something like that, or No Man's Sky, which I also play a lot. But when you play competitive games that rely on split-second changes in the gameplay, it's really an issue. So I'm down to up to minus 59, and I know it can get better even. Right before I was shooting this video, it was constantly around minus 56 or 57. But this is already a huge improvement, because at now it's minus 58. At minus 50 you have an excellent, and at minus 70 you have poor signal. So the swing from minus 67 to minus 58 is already huge. And this is just by turning the switch around with its back facing the access point. So if you're having connection issues, you could try this. And again, it shows like it has full bars. Even at minus 67, it gives you full bars, or minus 58, it gives you full bars. So it's not representative of the actual signal strength. So I hope this helps some people. I can also show you what it is when I take it out of the docking station. And I will sit in my couch. So when I sit in my couch and I have it like facing the access point, which is there. We'll wait a bit and see. Already it's dropped another 2. Now it's at minus 56. Well, perhaps it's not going to drop any further. I don't know. I will turn it around in just a few seconds. I'll wait just a bit longer, see if it improves. No, I don't think it's going to improve any further. So I'm just going to lay it on my lap, like you would normally play, like this, and see. Wow. Okay, I did not expect it to change that's fast, but it's already up to or down to minus 65 again. So just to show you, I'm still looking at the switch 2 numbers. That's crazy. That's just by flipping it the other side, facing it toward you or facing away from you. That is a huge difference. So I'll just flip it around again. not exactly facing the AP, but just turning it upside down. And it's already dropped to, or raised to -62, -59. So it's crazy. This means that the switch itself is shielding the Wi-Fi signal, is blocking the Wi-Fi signal. So I'm afraid this is more like a bad design than it is a software issue. Maybe they can improve it with firmware. I don't know, but this is proof that the switch itself is just not made like it should be. Or maybe there's something wrong with my switch, but I've read other people with similar concerns or similar issues. Anyway, that's it. So maybe so the fix is, well, the workaround is try to when you're playing, try to make sure you are facing your access point, your wireless access point, with the back of the switch and not with the front of the switch. It makes really a huge difference.